Hey everyone, Kirk Herbstreit here, and welcome to the EA Sports College Football 25 Sights and Sounds Deep Dive. We designed College Football 25 with a philosophy that every team is somebody's favorite. So to create a truly authentic and immersive game day experience, we gave a little love to every single school in the game.
Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
Let's take a closer look. It was a massive undertaking to research and recreate unique team traditions. And in EA Sports College Football 25, you'll get to experience all kinds of iconic pageantry, from stadium environments to turnover celebrations to mascots. Finer details like crowd theming, touchdown traditions, and rivalry content truly help set the game day atmosphere. Players on some teams touch a sign for good luck on their way to the field. Cheerleaders and marching bands create human tunnels and classic formations during team intros, and pyrotechnics light up stadiums. We've got mascots on push-up boards, riding motorcycles, planting flags, and animals charging down the field. Ultimately, we know that each team comes in a different shape and size, and in EA Sports College Football 25, you can experience them all. Aside from the action on the field, we all know what truly makes college football so electrifying: the fans. In order to recreate the intensity and authenticity of a college football crowd, we partnered with ESPN to capture crowd reaction audio from some of their biggest broadcast games. For some matchups, you'll be greeted by a colorful crowd theme painting the seats. Whether it's a whiteout, a blackout, or a stripe the stadium theme, it's all in the game. Unique fan sections will be leading cheers with painted chests, team-specific hand signs, dynamic wardrobes that change based on the conditions, and custom chants.
That's a wrap. Kirk and I did some joint recordings. It is an incredibly detailed process.
He wasn't kidding. We spent hundreds of hours laying down commentary for every game scenario you could imagine.
It's a pick two to win the game in overtime.
The broadcast team also includes Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, and Reese Davis. To make it game day every day this season,
breakdown as we continue to climb the charts of 1,000 subscribers. Make sure you guys run up this video. This is going to be one of those days, a lot of videos, a lot of content, a lot of entertainment, and I want you guys to be a part of that. So this video is very exciting. This is going to be a breakdown of the sights and sounds of campus life. College Football 25 is going to be by far one of the greatest games to drop, not only this year, but in the last 5 years. And I appreciate personally the fanfare, the energy, the effort, the attention to details that EA has put in developing this game. So let's deep dive. The words that we keep hearing that will make this game very different from Madden are the Homefield Advantage and the sights and sounds. They wanted to get as much detail of all the schools, all 134 schools, sights, sounds, fanfare, a little bit of the campus, all of it. They wanted football fans of all walks of life, big schools or the small schools, to feel included in this game. And I definitely can appreciate the attention to details. Picture this. You're playing as Penn State, getting ready to take on your opponent. This all starts with your team running out of the Tumby to Zombie Nation, blasting the whole stadium, chanting and cheering, "We are Penn State." This was definitely recreated to 100%, and I can appreciate them running on the field like nothing we've ever seen before. Madden presentation will be very appreciated and felt in this game. Let's talk about traditions. Game day traditions are a key element of what separates Saturdays from Sundays all around the country. Every school has traditions, fanfare, frat boys, sororities, donors, alumni. Every school has a different pulse and sensation. They knew that they had to nail this. They knew they had to get it right. And like I said before, they can appreciate trying to get every sight, every sound, every school's hook 'em horns from Texas, every little lingo or aesthetic that makes each school's culture different. One of those main details that you're really going to feel appreciated in this game is going to be the runouts. To nail down the authentic feeling of college football, the school atmosphere is where it all begins. Walking out of the tunnel with 100,000 strong, family and friends screaming and supporting you, they stay close up and personal with the camera style throughout the game. This is done so you can feel the excitement and the epic runouts for each team, and it's going to feel like you're in the tunnel. It's going to feel like you're actually touching grass with the real players. Motion capture was the key part of making this game and very big in the attention to details. So motion capture was key to ensuring the accuracy and the details of all props and historical brand new team traditions of game day. Every prop was built of accurate size and weight and then motion captured in a studio, allowing real people to interact with them. By simply standing next to the object would not replicate the authenticity that they wanted to bring and make you really feel like you're in college game day. These guys, they went all in and actually making the attention to detail matter. So they built a 2-story ramp to replicate the hill for Clemson's runout. They hired a stunt crew actors to give their best jumps in the middle of the hill, running down the ramp like they're getting ready to meet their rival for the biggest games of their lives. We built Notre Dame stairs leading to the classic tradition of tapping on the sign. Y'all know that sign, play like a champion. I'm so glad that Notre Dame opted to be in this game. For Purdue, they built a floating bass drum to pay off the pregame show that they always do. Now, boiler up if you guys didn't know. Georgia, Boston College, Louisiana Lafayette, Florida State, they each have tear-through banners when they enter the field. So to motion capture this, the team, they got pretty creative. They first made a door frame, motion cap the header that touches like Virginia Tech, Wisconsin, and many other schools. They then hung a pool noodle on top of that. Players ran through tearing in between the pool noodle to simplify and simulate the effect of ripping through the banner straight down the middle. So like I said, they really went all in, and it's kind of like that James Gunn thing. We want to have real people do real things. We do not want to CGI everything because at this age, people can tell. This is possibly my favorite part of this video. Gator Nation, stand up. So the team traveled to Gainesville to get an exact replica scan of the gator that the players tap walking from the locker room to the field. They also created a prop with the exact height and weight, motion capturing, tapping on the gator head while walking to the tunnel. When I say EA is making sure that this game doesn't flop, this is putting all other companies, creators, and developers on notice. If you're going to revive a series, this is how you do it. And that's just some of the few examples of the links that they went to make you feel like every team, every game, Saturdays are at the palm of your hands, and you get to enjoy the authenticity and the realism of playing this game. 4 cannons on kickoff for UCF, making his way to the fountain at Arkansas State. So let's talk about mascots. It is crazy how matchup mascot is not going to be in this game, but the attention to detail and the realism that they actually poured into making every school, every mascot be encompassed down to the real humans and the massive costumes and real animals. Over 50 mascots, including 50 team mascots and 10 real animals representing their schools. I swear, details. 10 years in the making, I've said this game. 10 years. For each mascot, they initially did a lot of internal research on each school and each animal, checking down to what's unique about each mascot, what to do, and what fans actually enjoyed about them. Every mascot actually has a unique name. Now, this video, we can't detail every mascot, but when I tell you there is a lot of attention to detail of every school, like, for example, Boomer Sooner, Oklahoma, the horses who run out of the tunnel with them, they actually have that painted on their hooves. I think the attention to detail and the aesthetic of realism and presentation by far is going to make this game definitively different than Madden. One of the more prominent features of this game that is actually going to be fun to actually see presented, turnover traditions, the new era. Not only do we have turnover traditions, actually every school has certain celebrations. The new era of turnover traditions, including turnover and touchdown props, have made it into the game, and you've seen this in the trailer several times. This action takes place during the game, and examples as you might see, the chainsaw, the championship belts, the hoops, the hoorah, everything. We are back. This is college football. If you made it to this part in this video, let's get a "This is college football" in the chat. Let's continue. Where you play is one of the most important aspects of college football experience. They are proud to say that they deliver as many of the stadium's accuracy as close as possible that they could get access to. This was achieved by visiting every school, such as the Gator Nations, another part of the Gator shout out video, and they got all the details, all the paints, all the colors, down to a T, down to a science, even in rivalry games. So if you guys didn't know, EA, especially the studio that developed the college football game, is housed in Orlando, so they're not too far away from Gainesville. But for the schools like Boulder, Colorado, they had to reach out and reference materials. I'm talking about getting schematics, getting artists to get the details, and making sure accurate lighting, accurate game lighting, and stadium features that you can really see. To streamline this process, the team utilized special artists to develop essential structures and making sure everything down to the stairs, staircases, signs, actual what fans wear were authentic to the college football and stadium experience. Everybody knows most of the time you choose your school, you choose your brand based on colors, based on drip. So suit up in your favorite teams. Like I say, now that this game has incorporated NIL deals, making sure that real schools and real institutions get paid, I think we're going to see updated in real time, more real world uniforms made with countless variations of cloth material, extensions, colors, patches, stripes, logos, names, and numbers. You'll be able to create uniforms for 134 teams with multiple variations, helmets, and they wanted to give you a new tool set which allows the artists and designers to build uniforms using real time, seeing their work instantly in engine. This is like Madden and EA Sports College Football 25 are finally learning, and I've told someone this, how to utilize this Frostbite engine to do and experience the best level of realism football that they want to give us. So college football is all about the emotions, it's all about the sound, it's all about the crowd noise, and they are delivering and they are locked into giving you the most experienced and authentic sound of football, of the crowd, of the PA, of the music, of the chants like any other football or college or sports game before. The crowd noise is going to function in a different capacity, and I mean like something we've never experienced before. So for the last 2 seasons, they've been capturing audio straight from ESPN, straight from their broadcast. I'm talking Death Valley, and this is going to function. Crowd noise, swells, reactions, the ups and downs, the highs, the lows. You're going to experience like something you've never felt or heard before. Now remember that game in 22, LSU and Alabama? They got that, and they are going to crank up that home field advantage at certain parts and certain teams to another level. 31 more places also experience this audio capturing moment. We're talking Oregon, Oregon State, Georgia, Florida State, Duke, UCLA, Texas, West Virginia, Georgia Tech, Miami, Ole Miss, Missouri, Kentucky, NC State, North Carolina, USC, Florida, Gator Nation, Auburn, Louisville, Washington, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Michigan, and as I mentioned, LSU, Clemson, and Oregon. When I tell you crowd will matter in this game, this also goes back to a point I made in another video, and I'll link it in the description. Composure will matter. On top of crowd themes and fight songs that will be added and elemented in this game, one of the parts that I think Madden should go back to, but that's for another video on why owners don't like it in the game, and that's going to be dynamic attendance, a new feature to help bring more authenticity to the game revolved around the attendance levels in every stadium. Let's paint the picture for you guys. Here is a great example. So some people were playing with the Dynasty at FIU, and then the first couple games, the stands were not very full. Who the hell is FIU? Right now, once they started to get some momentum and they started to get a record over 7-0, they actually played, Big Ten, BCS team, IU, and the stands started to become more full. By the end of the season, top 25 ranking, they were 10-1, and the stands were actually full. So when I say your record matters, your reputation matters, and what you're saying in the press matters, you're going to see and feel that. So when we talk about the dynamic stadiums, we got to talk about the crowd sections and high energy student sections. And like I said before, with the themes and the fight songs and the chants and the highs and lows, all that will be incorporated and encompassed into the real deal fanfare of the home field advantage of the stadium experience. Like I keep saying, like I keep repeating, this is going to make the difference between college and Madden. Home field definitively, the college experience definitively is the difference between college football and the NFL. Hand signals also will be featured heavily in this game, and a lot of schools have brought back the energy and the signals that people readily recognize, whether you're a fan or a foe. Miami's the U, Wisconsin's W's, Nebraska's Bones, Duke, Bull City, NC State, the Wolfpack, East Carolina, Fingerhook, SMU, Pony Ears, Kansas State, Dub C, TCU, Go Frogs, Rutgers, Chops, North Texas, Eagles Claws, Rice, Owl Wings, and more. When I say realism is in this game, y'all gonna feel it. Y'all gonna feel it, even down to the greatest Ohio State, Ohio, or Big House, Michigan. Let's go blue. You feel me? The Blue Bloods are going to be represented heavily in this game. The iconic voices of college football are here, and they're here in a big way. 870 hours, 6,800 plus lines, and definitely having the talent make their homes into good soundproofing booths to make sure that this game is authentic to what we hear, to what we see. Iconic Thursday night broadcast with Jesse Palmer and David Pollack as well. Like I said, they are bringing in this game, the attention to detail, the realism, the studio updates, along with the fans, the week-to-week update. Longtime ESPN host Kevin Connors will jump out and give you call-by-call announcements, different celebrations, just different items to make you feel very immersed in this game. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There are a couple more bells and whistles that we could discuss and talk about in this game. We could talk about the flair along with the championship motion capture. We could talk about the authentic menu and all the downs, distance, and panels that they're going to provide in this game. But I'll link all those in the description below. Most importantly, college football is here, and I need to know, who are you running with? Why are you running with them? And are you ready to build your dynasty? Till next time, King of the Podcast, Casual Gamer, the Contrarian. Doing what I do best, and that's giving you a breakdown of EA Sports College Football 25. If you liked up until this point in the video, make sure you hit that subscribe and notification bell as we continue to climb to 1K. I'm out.